So finally, you can create, save, and use the charts for managing your AIs in your own dashboard. I have made previous videos about how I'm working and how this feature should work in agentstower.com, the platform to manage your AIs. And finally, it's ready. After 3 updates, it's ready. So for example, in here, I'm making my own chart. For example, if I want to see the total cost of models per model in an horizontal bar. And I've saved this chart, and if I go to the dashboard in here, this same chart is going to appear in here. If I want to edit it, and I go to here, and for example, I want to see it as vertical instead of horizontal charts, and I've saved this chart, and I go to the dashboard again, you're going to see that this chart change. And then again, if I go to, dashboard, and I go in here, and suppose that I want to see it per date, and I saved it, and I refresh the dashboard, look how we now have the costs, in this case, the total cost that has been spent on AI API models. To be honest, I'm really excited about these features. And it's because you need to have observability of everything that's going on with your AIs, because costs can really get out of control if you don't manage it correctly. Because an AI agent in the future, they're going to have agency, in the sense that they're going to be able to act when you are not seeing them. And if you need to configure them and give them access to the tools and to everything that they need to make the task that you ask them to do. But if you're not careful on how you tell them what's their limit, they can go crazy, and it really can affect you in the bank, because the cost can get out of control. So this is the first step, one of the first steps to manage correctly your AIs. That's how I'm calling the AI agents, AI APIs, having AI connected to your business processes, and like all the variations where AI it's impacting in your processes. So for example, if I go to this AI workspace for marketing teams that I'm also working on, and I add, that tell me ideas for a business selling cell phones in the airport, we're going to see in here that for today, we have a total cost of 0.005261. But since this is sending the cost to my dashboard, now that I received the call, because this is using one of OpenAI's API models, and when I refresh this, you're going to see that this is going to be updated with the new cost, summing the cost that this execution, this API call had. Now, you can have like all the charts that you want in here. For example, if I go to charts again, and I can create a new chart. Now we can see it. For example, if we already have the total cost per date, I want to have now the horizontal bars per model, the average cost. So how much in average is each one of these models costing? So now if I refresh this, I have this other chart in here, and in here you can have all the charts that you want, and they're going to be added like 2 per row, and they're going to go to the next row so that you can see it. Now in here you can see the average cost that this model is costing me. And now, for example, I can add another one. If I go to here, I can create a new chart. For example, the same horizontal bars. I really like them for this type of information, because the type of chart depends on the type of information that you have. And I already talked about it in the previous video. You can see it if you are interested to know which chart you should use for each one of for the type of information that you can have. So for example, now if I use sum, and I go in here and I refresh this, it's going to appear in here. Now we have the total cost per model. I think that Remarketing Brain is using, I really don't remember. I think it's using this one. Let's see. This is 0.0462 and this is 0.0611. If I make the same request in here, send me the information, and I reload this. So just remember 0.061, 0.0462. And if I refresh this, it's using it's using GPT 4.0. So we can see the cost in here right now. And now the total cost is also being added in here. And the average, well, it also can change. This is all for today. I just wanted to show you this. You can also have your dashboard for managing your AIs. And you just go to agentstower.com. So that's agentstower.com. You just go to start. You can create your user. And in here, when you register, you are going to have your API key. You just copy it. And I have other video on how to add it to your API calls to AI models. And now if I refresh this, well, it's not going to appear because it's secret. Don't share it. And I'm going to delete that. Don't even try to use it. And now you can start having your own dashboard where you can have your own charts and all the executions down in here to have the detail of everything that's going on with your AIs. So keep having fun developing and see you later.